Should Spotify have editorial control? The latest from our daily newsletter at podnews.net. We start with an exclusive today. After the Joe Rogan controversy, 40% of Americans and 53% of Canadians think Spotify should exercise editorial control over controversial content. Opinions are highly polarized, though, with 37% of Americans and 24% of Canadians suggesting Rogan should be free to feature whatever guests or commentary he wants. The research, which will be released today, also shows a significant difference of opinion between listeners and non-listeners to the show, and reveals that in Canada, 29% of paid subscribers are considering cancelling their Spotify subscription because of the controversy. The research was conducted by Signal Hill Insights before the additional accusations of racial slurs. Why did 70 Joe Rogan episodes disappear from Spotify over the weekend? They were removed by Rogan himself, according to a leaked note from Spotify's CEO, Daniel Ek. In the note, which we publish in full today, Ek also commits $100 million for audio content from historically marginalized groups and adds, "I do not believe that silencing Joe is the answer." Right-leaning video service Rumble has offered Rogan $100 million to move his show to the platform, and a video has also emerged of Rogan joking about sexual assault. Tickets go on sale for the podcast show 2022 in a week. The London event promises 350 world-class speakers, inspirational content, and more than 120 industry brands by day. And by night, you can expect a week-long programme of live podcast stage shows, including the Podland podcast and possibly even this one too. You can sign up to their mailing list today for the latest. We're a media partner. Edison Research has released the top 50 US podcasts for 2021. The data is based on 8,000 interviews with podcast consumers. There's no change in the top 5 with, yes, you guessed it, Joe Rogan at number 1. Podchaser has released the Podchaser 25, a list of the hottest up-and-coming podcasts in the US. It's based on a proprietary scoring system, including listening stats from unnamed apps, and 29 other unspecified data points, which appear to include social media data. The company wouldn't give us more details. Families Who Kill is January's number 1 show. And a free podcast production workshop has been announced by the OSSA Collective Women's Podcast Network. It'll be hosted in Santa Monica in California just before podcast movement evolutions. And you're invited to apply now. There's more details in our show notes and our newsletter today. And in podcast news, as part of a new recording of his book Liar's Poker, Michael Lewis has released a companion series today in Against the Rules. It's called Other People's Money, and it focuses on characters from the book, financial experts and journalists. It's a 5-part series. The new recording of the audiobook is also released today, both from Pushkin Industries. Research That Matters is a new 9-part series by Torrens University Australia, featuring researchers who are working to solve complex global problems and to propel innovation, from health solutions to workplace culture to virtual reality and artificial intelligence. It's produced by Written and Recorded. And Ghost Train from Colorado Public Radio looks at the new trains in and around Denver and how useful people are finding them. Here's a spoiler: not much. Is this the age of the train, or are we about to spend our lives on buses instead? The podcast launches today and is hosted by Nathaniel Miner. And that's the latest from our newsletter. For all the links, we're at podnews.net.